Whether failed speculation or oversaturation, these slabs in relation to the raw situation is in extreme deflation. Album dropping on Christmas. Mint Hunter here, and we are talking about some comic books that are no longer worth getting graded. And I'm not just being a brat saying, oh, you shouldn't get that book graded. No, like financially, it's literally not worth it.
Why don't you explain this to me like I am an 8-year-old?
It's important to note that a lot of these books I'm about to mention, their raws are rock solid. They haven't budged, and they're actually pretty desirable books. I challenged myself to find 10 comics that all were once at around or above $100 in their 9.8. And now they're no longer even worth the cost of getting it shipped, graded, and shipped back to you.
How the mighty have fallen.
I want you guys to drop down below what is a book that's lost a ton of its value, but you still love, and why. We're going to start it off with Action Comics number 9. This is what people thought was the first Calvin Ellis. It's actually the second appearance of Calvin Ellis, and I think that misunderstanding is one of the things that led to this book's downfall. So this is like a $20 bill in a raw form. So let's say you throw in the $2.50 it takes to ship it down there, the $25 with 20 cents grading and that little tiny handling fee, and a $2.50 ship on back to you, you are in with cost of the book and all grading costs at $50. It might depress you to know that this once $100 9.8 is now sitting at a $38 average for the 9.8. Yeah, and by the way, that doesn't even include a press. That's sending it in as is and getting the perfect grade. And that's going to be the case for all of these. Wolverine, number 80. The first appearance of X-23. Well, at least it says X-23 on a vial within the issue. This is about a $10 book. Let's say you do that $30 in. You are looking at about a $40 investment. Well, womp womp, this once $100 book has a 30-day average of $48. Granted, this book does come up and down, and I think this is one of the lowest points I've ever seen. So is that really indicative of where the book is at? Maybe not. Green Lantern 20. This one kind of hurts a little bit. This is the first appearance of Jessica Cruz. Like I'm mentioning here, guys, these are decent books. It's a $20 raw all day. People are happy to pay it. Well, I guess too many people tried for the 9.8. There's just too many out there right now because we got a $50 30-day average right here. So your $50 investment is exactly netting you nothing. First, Jessica Cruz easily wants a $100 book and kind of even a bit more than that. Hate to see it, man. No longer worth it. Rye, number 0. This is the first appearance of Bloodshot. Valiant fans rejoice. It's a $15 raw, and it tends to move pretty solidly at that dollar figure. This is, of course, for perfect-looking copies. Well, if you have a perfect-looking copy and you send it in, you get your $30 investment, and you get a 9.8, congratulations. You've got a $45 total investment. Oh, what's that? You got a $45 recent average. No longer worth getting graded. Still, I think people send that one in because it is such an important thing. First Bloodshot, as well as it is a pretty great cover. So I think people aren't going to stop doing that one anytime. Let's go more recent with Batman 106. The first appearance of Miracle Molly. People say it's a cameo. Open up the book. That's a little bit more than just a cameo. Fantastic cover, and believe it or not, cover A outperforms the 1 in 25 variant. I'll let you know in a second. It's about a $10 book. You put your $30 investment in, you're about $40 in, and well, it's a $40 recent average. The 1 in 25 variant is actually slightly less at a $38 recent average. Sorry, Miracle Molly, you're just not doing it. You were a character that blew up right in the middle of COVID, and therefore so many new people were in the hobby, but you know what that means? It means that everyone has it, and so nobody really needs it in perfect grade. This one does make me laugh. Spider-Man number 7. Now granted, there's a lot of variants. Some do better, some don't. This is the first appearance of Spider-Boy. It's about a $10 book, depending on which variant you get. Put your $30 investment into it, you got a $40 total investment. Well, regulars are about $50 for this book, but there's other printings, like notably the second printing, that has about a $30 recent average. So it's safe to say that Spider-Boy was not so safe to play. Again, I'll be here all week, folks. Next is going to be New Avengers number 4. This is the first appearance of Maria Hill. A mid-2000s book. I'm not actually sure why this book took the dive that it did. We are seeing the lowest prices in 15 years right now. Spoiler alert, there's a decent growing pocket number of books out there that are doing that same thing. Well, you get your $10 book here, you put $30 into it, you're $40 in. Ooh, it's a $46 recent average for a 9.8. Okay, so you've made about $5. Next is going to be Paper Girls. This is that classic Image all yellow cover, and it was a great run. Option series, the works. It definitely had some heat, especially in COVID, but it definitely is one of the victims of that bubble popping because, good Lord, $10 book, you throw your $30 investment in, you've already lost money because it's a $38 recent average, folks. Wow, not worth getting graded anymore, I hate to say. The final two on this list are insane. Can't mince words here. Batman number 2 from the New 52. It's about a $15 book. Some places maybe even still a $20 bill. Like I said, the raws are solid. They move at those prices pretty regularly. Raws aren't really the problem. It's the graded that's come a far way from its once $100 tower. You've got your $45, maybe $50 investment here. Ooh, $48 recent averages. First appearance of Talon, I think, deserves better than that. Election year, just a particularly bad time annually at this point. Maybe, I don't know. I really can't quite explain that one. That has no business being a $50 book, but that's not up to me. Here is a book that raw people were once selling for like $60. Black Panther number 3, our final entry on the list, first appearance of Tosin. It's settled down, it's a $20 bill raw now, but at least it's a solid $20 bill. Well, throw your $30 at that $20, hope for a 9.8, and you've got $46. You've lost $4, even if you get the perfect grade. And again, that's without getting the books pressed. We've got a really wacky market right now, folks, with some of the lowest prices I have ever seen as a comic collector, comic reader, fan of the everything. There's some craziness going on right now. It's exactly the opposite of COVID, and it's kind of funny. You know, there's always ups and downs. I think we're at a hilarious down, but you know what? It's a great time to be a buyer. Again, right down below, what is a book that's dropped in value so much? Maybe you lost some nice coin on this thing, but you still love it. Tell me why you love it. I'll see you at the next video, and keep on hunting.